Hello everyone, well I'm sure you've heard of a snowstorm, but you may not have heard of a snow squall. So what is a snow squall? Well let me tell you, they can be quite dramatic because you can go from a perfectly sunny, nice winter day to all of a sudden clouds rolling in, snow starts falling, temperatures start tumbling, and the reason for this sudden change is oftentimes snow squalls are associated with strong cold fronts. So until the cold front arrives, not much is going to be going on, but when the cold front does arrive, boy, do things start to change. And with snow squalls, we're not talking about light snow, we're talking about heavy snow coming down. And because we're talking about a strong cold front, the winds pick up as well. It's not uncommon in snow squalls to see wind gusts 30, 40 miles per hour. So not only are we talking about heavy snow, we're talking about blowing snow. So you know that's going to be reducing visibility. And it is not uncommon to get whiteout conditions with visibility of less than a quarter mile, but not over a huge area. Often it's very limited. It may not even be the entire length of a cold front. It may only be a portion of the cold front where we're seeing these snow squalls develop. So there can frequently be times where only part of a city is experiencing these conditions and the other part is not. So unlike a winter storm that can affect multiple cities and multiple counties, usually a snow squall is only going to impact part of a city and portions of counties. So now we've got reduced visibility, and because temperatures are likely coming down with the cold front, if temperatures weren't already below freezing, they likely have switched to being below freezing, and so then that snow starts to accumulate. And then we start to get snow-covered roads with reduced visibility, and now we have a traffic mess on our hands. But the good thing about snow squalls is they do not last long. We're talking about less than 2 hours. In fact, there are many snow squalls that only last a half an hour or an hour, and then it's over. And once you get on the other side of the cold front, the clouds may break up and the sun may come back out, but the damage is done from a travel perspective. And, you know, it's remarkable because oftentimes these snow squalls may only drop an inch of snow, but in such a short amount of time, sometimes an inch of snow is enough. So that was the graphical representation. Here's an example of what a snow squall looks like in reality. Look at the reduced visibility, how the road is becoming snow covered, and look at the traffic backup. So at the very least, you know this is going to slow things down on the roads. When suddenly snow starts falling, winds start blowing, traffic is at the very least going to be slowed down, but unfortunately these snow squalls are notorious at causing accidents, and then you can have just a traffic nightmare on your hands. So obviously we want to prepare people if we can for these. So the National Weather Service issues snow squall warnings, and here's an example of one. And what does this look like? It actually looks like a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning. It is a polygon that's drawn where those snow squall conditions are occurring, where that heavy snow is falling, where the winds are gusting. And again, usually it's a limited area. This is an example from the Chicago area. And in this example, downtown Chicago not included in the snow squall warning. It's only for the southern suburbs and northwest Indiana, and this is not uncommon. Oftentimes, an entire city will not be included in a snow squall, especially if we're talking about a large city. It may only be a portion of the city, just like we see with those severe thunderstorm warnings, tornado warnings, just highlighting where those bad conditions are, and then nobody else has to worry about it. Unlike a winter storm warning, which usually covers multiple counties. Usually for these snow squall warnings, we're only talking about portions of counties. And just like we see with severe thunderstorm warnings or tornado warnings, they don't last long. They only last for about a half an hour or an hour, and then they expire. Unlike winter storm warnings that can last for hours or days, this is going to be a very short duration. So if a snow squall warning is issued for your area, what should you do? Well, if you're not on the road already, the biggest thing to do is don't venture out on the road. Stay put. Again, you're not going to have to stay put for too long, just for the brief period while this strong cold front is working over, while the snow is falling, while the wind is blowing, half an hour or an hour, and then the conditions are going to improve, and then you can venture out on the roads. But of course, unfortunately, sometimes you will be driving when the snow squall begins and when one of these snow squall warnings gets issued. So if you find yourself driving in a snow squall, slow down, increase your following distance, and turn on your headlights if they don't automatically turn on. And really the best thing to do is just get off the road, stop driving, and wait for the snow squall to pass.